Good morning, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing another video to you today on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know, and that is my understanding about the sacred feminine. If you're familiar with the idea, it's a prominent feature of Jewish culture and religion, to my understanding. I am not Jewish necessarily, but I understand a little bit about it. And not just Judaism, but there's a common cultural theme in most cultures, if not all of them, regarding the sacredness of women. And I want to talk about that. I want to talk in particular about how there's too much emphasis, in my opinion, on the physical aspects, and that's not necessarily part of it. The goddess may take any form, if you will. And historically, we see this actually in artwork and sculptures. The idea of the perfect woman has wildly changed over the years and changes back and forth, and there's a lot to be said about it, but that's not the subject here necessarily. But sacred feminine, there are features, characteristic features to the feminine mentality, and that's kind of what I want to talk about from a male perspective. Obviously, there are desirable qualities to the feminine mentality, very desirable, and I don't hear pretty much anybody talking about this, only the physical stuff. How does she look? Is she pretty? Is she fit? Is she thin? Is she eligible physically? Is what kind of all boils down to, and I'm kind of tired of hearing it, honestly. Tired of hearing the talk about how she looks, because I mean that matters, don't get me wrong, it helps a lot. And it could be a deal breaker if it's too far in the wrong direction, obviously. But the main thing, the actual main thing for me, and I know a lot of other guys too, is the the sanity, the part that she's, where she might be honest, charismatic, funny, sexy, mentally sexy, ability to be herself, be comfortable as herself. These are all huge, and none of this is a physical feature. None of these are physical features. So there are common attractive characteristics between men and women that they share, but there are some things that are specifically feminine, and they're hard to nail down because they're debatable, I guess. But if you ask me, and this might be just my opinion, there's it's going to sound cliche, but the emotional sensitivity, and it's a big deal because it, in an evolutionary sense, in an instinctive sense, it indicates a woman who is, able to be useful in a family. But that's almost being too logical and mechanical about it. I just mean that the sensitivity is attractive, and it doesn't even really need to be dissected or analyzed, and it's a specifically feminine characteristic, if you ask me. The resistance, there's even an attractive feminine characteristic in being, less than 100% open and available for all kinds of access, including psychological. I mean, healthy women, I believe, by default, have kind of a bit of a security bubble around them for good reason. I believe that's also instinct, and it's attractive. It shows that she's not vulnerable to other men necessarily, without her own choosing, that is. There's a little bit less to worry about if you want to dissect it. But a lot of these things, a lot of these features are just superficially attractive, but they're mental features, not physical features. I believe that we would all do better to acknowledge the sacred feminine mentality that we don't see so much anymore. It's not about what she looks like so much. Maybe a little bit. Anyway, have a great day. I wish everybody a happy, successful day. Reach out with questions or comments to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. Thank you.